Can you tell me your name, the name of the company, and your position in the company?
My name is Jason Davidson, and I am the sales manager for Dome Garden Supplies.
What types of product does your company sell?
So we sell gardening equipment, everything from the fertilizers that you use to feed your plants to lighting and everything in between. So environmental controls like fans and filters, hydroponic equipment, all the fittings and hoses and pumps that you need to make that work. I said the nutrients, all sorts of typical gardening accessories that you'd find in a garden center.
What is hydroponics and how does it work?
So hydroponics is gardening without soil. That's the general term for it. So when you're gardening in soil, you just put the plant in, you add a little bit of fertilizer, and nature does the rest. Sometimes you have to water it. When you're growing in hydroponics, you have to deliver the nutrients that the plants use in the water. So you would mix up your water and actually add the nutrition to the water and then water your plants.
What are the different types of hydroponic techniques and how do they work?
A few different hydroponic techniques are, one is called flood and drain, and that's where you'd have a table, like a plastic table or a bench, that you would have your plants sitting in, and then you would pump water up into the table. They would actually flood from the bottom up and let the plants soak in all the nutrients and water that they need. And then after a period of about 5 to 10 minutes, you would turn the pump off and allow the water to drain back down into a central reservoir. So that one's called flood and drain for obvious reasons. There's a few others. There's one called the nutrient film technique, and that's something that it kind of resembles a gutter, the way it looks. It's a little channel that's on a slope, and you'd have your plants in this channel, and you would pump water up to one side of the channel and just let gravity kind of pull it down. And as it's flowing down, all the plants throughout the channel will actually be able to pick up all the water and nutrition that they need. Those are probably the most popular ones that are out there.
What are the affiliated companies?
One is a manufacturing branch where we manufacture our own goods. We also have our own chain of retail stores called Highlight, and they're based out of Australia and New Zealand primarily. And then we also have Nutrifield, which is our own hydroponic nutrient that we make.
What is Nutrifield?
So Nutrifield is a brand of nutrients that we produce that is designed for hydroponics. So traditional fertilizers like Miracle-Gro and Scott's, things that you'll find at most garden centers, are formulated to use in soil. They have all the major nutrition that you need. They don't have a lot of the secondary nutrition, a lot of the micronutrients and enzymes and all. There are a lot of other things that go into helping the plants grow. And most of those are found in the soil. So because we are making a hydroponic fertilizer, we need to make sure that it's a full complex fertilizer. So it has all the major nutrition, but it also has a full complex of micronutrients, hormones, enzymes, again, all the things that you'd normally find in the soil. So then there's also different additives that help with specific stages of growth. So we have a rooting product called Root Nectar that's specifically designed for when you're transplanting and need to have the plant develop strong new roots in a rapid way. There's flowering additives that only help during the fruiting and flowering stage.
Where do you see the value in hydroponics now and the years to come?
So the value in hydroponics now is the efficiency, the water conservation, the lack of need for pesticides and fungicides. In 5, 10, 15, 20 years, we want to do our best to educate as much as possible so that people can, grow their own food at home, so they can become more independent, and they're not, mothers aren't forced to feed their kids vegetables that could be sprayed with harmful pesticides. So there's a lot of education involved, but it's, hydroponics as an industry has a really unique opportunity in the fact that we can help shape the health of humans for decades and decades to come.